Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. It is July 27th. Hope you guys are having a great day and have some great upcoming plans. Today's a big day this week. For this week, next week we'll have a pretty busy week. Next week it'll be pretty volatile as we got a lot of data coming out, including the jobs report and inflation numbers. Housing data, stuff like that next week. So next week will be real packed. But today we got the big one, the GDP we've been all looking for the second quarter. So this is the first sight of it, and then we'll have two more revisions of it. So the previous reporting came in at, for the first quarter, final one was at 2.2%. Forecast, a lot of people thought it might come in around 4.2. But there was some whisper numbers actually as high as 5%. People thought this would be that high, but it came in at 4.1%. It got a little help from the government and consumer spending. Also, one of the things that came in was a lot of people stocking up inventories for before the tariff talk came in. So this has kind of helped out build up the GDP for this year. So, but if you look at the last 4 quarters in a row, we're at 3%, which is something we haven't seen in about a decade. So, great overall number here. What we're seeing here. Consumer sentiment. We had earlier reporting of 97.1. The forecast for the final was supposed to be at 97.3, and it came in at 97.9. This is off at 98.2 for June. So off a little bit. It's about 6-month low, but again, consumers are still feeling pretty good about things where things are at right now. So let's jump ahead here to the headline news. Stock market is currently down. Some were disappointed by that, but there was some, again, we're at current corporate earnings. We had some pretty bellwether companies, people like Exxon, Chevron, including Intel, that came in very disappointing numbers, did not meet their forecast. But then you got somebody who, like Amazon, who came in with record numbers that they've ever recorded. This is their biggest quarter in their history, and so they're pretty ecstatic about where things are at. But it's not quite enough to keep the stock market in positive territory so far. So let's see how this is affecting the bond market. And so far the bond market is up about 5 basis points. We were up for most of the day yesterday, and we did lose some ground. We were down about 2 basis points. Today we did start off a little lower, but currently we're up about 5 basis points. And as you can see, this is steadily getting a little bit lower. And as I said before, be very cautious here because we got a lot more downside risk than the upside here. And as you can see here, we're in oversold position. So at some point, this could continue going down a little bit further, but at some point it'll come back up. But I'd be very cautious here if you're floating interest rates right now. Same thing here is the 10-year Treasury. We're up above, approaching the ceiling here, but this Fibonacci is not as strong here, the ceiling. So this is the one we'll kind of watch here. We got a lot of upside for the yields to come up here, but again, this is kind of an oversold or overbought position. So this could be pressured to go lower a little bit at some point too. So again, we'll have to kind of watch, see what this is. So you can float for a little bit, but be very cautious. Put a very fast trigger finger on your lock if you're out there with a refinance or a purchase and have not yet locked your interest rate. So again, be very cautious. I don't think we'll gain a lot of ground, but it may have a slight improvement here in the near future. So that wraps things up. Rates are about the same as where we left off yesterday. Hasn't really changed much, as you can see by the mortgage-backed securities, to wrap things up. But if you guys want to get more data, or if you guys are looking for more updates throughout the day, see if the market's changed, just come over to Twitter. You can find me at Mike Bjork there and get the latest. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.